I'm curious, when let's say a company hires one of your fractional CFOs, is that CFO potentially a fractional CFO with 8 other companies, or like, are they balancing a lot? Like how does that process work?
Yeah, so they do serve other clients, not just one client in particular. They will only have a certain number based on the level that that business needs, hours requirements. And they are, definitely in, we want the business owner to feel like they're just down the hall, and it's funny because we're a remote company, and it feels like most other companies that are remote gravitate towards us because we dovetail well into their business model. And so we do have a lot of those clients, but whether you have a brick and mortar store or you're an online business as well, we want you to feel like you can just pick up the phone. We text with our clients all the time. We're constantly emailing, and so we're very much a part of their executive team, even though we're in the fractional capacity.
Awesome. So you'll have, I imagine, some fractional CFOs who will show up on investor relation calls, capital raises,
Absolutely.
things of that nature. Yeah. So high
Mhm.
level. And another thing that came up as you were talking, I'm curious, like, we're post COVID and business has changed so much. What are you seeing today? Like, what's a typical, I mean, I know it's hard to generalize because business is so different depending on the industry, but what are businesses and people, currently having a challenge with now, and how do you all address that?
Yeah, I think that what COVID did was present an opportunity for businesses to realize the importance of financial stability, having cash reserves, having, not cutting it down to the wire on, how they're running their business. And the ones that were too close to, the edge there, they did get propped up with some of the government loans and programs that they had during COVID and shortly after. But those funds have run out as well, right? So a lot of those businesses that, if you don't have a profitable business model, you can only hide or you can only outsell it for so long before you have to face the reality of what it is. And the ones that were given that opportunity and the extra cash to make that switch and go, all right, I have a little bit of wiggle room now because I've got this cash that's going to hold us over while we fix our model and the profitability of the business that we're doing. They're doing really well right now. But the ones who just, for lack of a better term, just buried their head in the sand or continued to do so and didn't look at it and go, okay, that was a wake up call. I'm going to fix it and, be better for it. They've run out of money of COVID, and now they're unfortunately having to close their doors. So what we're seeing now is that the little bit of the shakeout has happened, and the businesses that are left standing are better off and more solid, financially, because they either made those adjustments, or what we saw, which was really cool, and we helped all of our clients do this, is during COVID, if their business model was not something they could operate during COVID due to the shutdown or